Hey, this is JD. As you might know, I'm an application engineer for IFM. And today we will dive into IOlink, all the specification to get you started with your next project. So, what is IOlink? It's a digital communication protocol that lets you send more information from your sensor to your control. It is very important to understand that IOlink is at the sensor level. So it's a point-to-point connection between the sensor and what is called an IOlink master. So the master is basically a remote input-output module. This IOlink master will be selected based on the field bus you use on your PLC, either Ethernet IP, Profinet, Modbus, for example. And the master will then send all the data digitally from the sensor to the control system. So here are some additional specifications on IOlink. You use standard M12 or M8 cables. The connection is usually with a quick connect design where you don't need to spend too much time making the wiring connection to the sensors. And because IOlink is a digital protocol, you get multiple data information, parameters and monitoring features, diagnostic directly from the sensor, and you can still connect binary on-off sensors and analog sensors to the IOlink master. You see, I have been with IFM for over 5 years now, and my background was heavily in instrumentation solutions before. I was very familiar with analog signals and Ethernet sensors, but something I find fascinating is that more and more companies are knowledgeable on IOlink, and I guess it's because of all the trend for Industry 4.0. So they see the benefit of the technology, and they can also rely on so many application testimonials. So this next slide is just to compare the most common communication solution in the industry. So as you can see, IOlink is clearly outclassing analog signals and offering most of the benefit of Ethernet sensors at a cost. Here again, if you have an analog sensor or Ethernet sensor that works perfectly, there is no reason to replace it. But IOlink brings a lot of value. So let's dive deeper in the information you get with IOlink. So these smart sensors can send cyclic data, which is basically processed data like getting the distance from a laser sensor, a cyclic data, which is more on-demand information you can request the sensor, like the parameters or some diagnostic features. And the last information is events. So events are additional diagnostic features. So now, let's say you have ordered your first sensor, you're ready to install it. What is the next step? There is something you need to know. For every IOlink sensor, there's a file called the IODD file. So which is basically the identity card of your sensor. With that file, you can read all the specification and features of the sensors. So you get the PLC mapping, you see exactly the information that will be sent to the PLC, the unit, all of that. For example, the IODD you see on my screen is for a laser distance sensor. And one of the particularities of that specific sensor is that it can give the distance to an object, but also the reflectivity of that object. And looking at the IODD, we know exactly how many bits are used to send the information to the PLC for the distance, for the reflectivity, all of that, all the data that will be sent. If you're still here, I really hope you're learning from this video. If you have any question, let me know in the comments. So let's keep going. I mentioned earlier that IOlink is a digital signal. A conventional system will undergo several signal conversion, leading to some loss of precision depending on the PLCs. But with IOlink, there's only one conversion and the information is sent directly to the PLC without additional conversions. So that way there is less risk to lose precision. Another cool trick is the automatic device replacement. So let's say if you ever need to replace a sensor, you just need to put the same model at the same port on your IOlink master and the sensor will be automatically reconfigured for you. So to recap, why IOlink should be on your list of technologies. You get multiple process data from the same sensor. You get diagnostic. IOlink master can still receive digital inputs, digital outputs, and analog signals, or you can just use them with IOlink sensor as well. You get the automatic replacement feature, and standard cables can be used. I hope this information was helpful. Please like, share, and subscribe for more insight. You will see a link to the presentation in the video description. Feel free to download it. As always, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.